It's 2 days before Halloween, and Declan Ward has been invited to Blake Manor to investigate the disappearance of a woman named Evelyn Deane. She and a number of guests are at the manor ahead of the Grand Séance, an attempt to speak directly to a spirit rather than through a medium. As the player, we navigate Ward through Blake Manor to solve the mystery of Miss Deane's disappearance, yes, but also to discover smaller, personal mysteries. The Séance of Blake Manor's biggest strength is its characters. I came away from the game with deep understandings of each of their inner workings, despite the cast being pretty large. Each of the characters has their own personality, beliefs, class, cultural and ethnic background, desire, and problem to solve. These are not stock characters or empty genre tropes. Each of these attributes are weaved into their individual narratives, the grander narrative, and the ways that they relate to one another. The parts that I was most impressed with were the resolutions to each of the characters' individual stories. There are a couple of them that didn't particularly stand out, but I'd say that 80% of them made me really feel something. Each of these stories ends in a way that makes sense for the characters and their needs, and made me feel a range of emotions from pride to joy to justice to righteous anger. Perhaps the cleverest tool that Blake Manor uses is its Irish setting. Were this game made by a non-Irish team, I could see Ireland being used as simple set dressing, an accent, some names. But the team at Spooky Doorway are Irish, and they brought that to the table. This is a game that goes deep into Irish folklore and mythology, with its supernatural events viewed through those lenses. It is a game in which the Cromwellian conquest of Ireland plays a critical role in the plot. The Séance of Blake Manor is distinctly Irish, and you can tell that that matters to its developers as much as it matters to its characters. As a fan of deduction games like Return of the Obra Dinn and Case of the Golden Idol, I was extremely impressed with how well Blake Manor executes its detective gameplay. The sleuthing you're doing as Declan Ward is more about where, how, and with whom you look for clues, rather than about coming up with the answers. The game makes you think, but as long as you've been thorough in your exploration, it will assist you to the answer. Blake Manor borrows the Mad Lib style solution mechanic that you'll see in the Golden Idol games, but it feels less prescriptive here, even if there is only one solution. Since you can only solve a mystery when you've discovered all the relevant clues, this game rewards exploration, and Blake Manor is extremely fun to explore. Early on in the game, I thought I was solving puzzles too early, as I'm used to more difficult mystery games, but as it progressed, I realized that I was only scratching the surface. There's a whole area of the manor that I didn't even find until about 3/4 through the game. One thing I must note is how distinct and great the art style of the game is, while also being pretty simple. If you played Blueprints, this is a kind of simplified version of that art style. It's definitely more cartoony, but with the same creepy, stately aesthetic of a European manor. The character portraits in Blake Manor in particular, though, stand out as detailed enough for a game about a detective, but also not overdone. They look really great. The Séance of Blake Manor is an incredible video game by a clearly passionate team. It is a nearly perfect execution of mystery and deduction in video games, and its strength lies in the interiority of its characters and the embrace of its creator's home country. I cannot wait to see what this team does next. Thanks for watching Flow State, the show about the games we get lost in, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. And if you want to support my work financially, head over to ko-fi.com/Matt Horton. I'll talk to you next time.